Well, all right. I think the last video ended with me showing you all the issues I was having with the mag well, where the mag well comes out. It's almost midnight, so I'm going to do a little bit of sanding, a little bit of dremeling, not a whole lot, so I don't want to wake the wife up or the neighbor, but I have a smaller Dremel that I'm going to try to use. A little Dremel right there, so it's a little bit quieter. And just going to give you all a heads up on what's going on with this. So let me put my head mount on, and then so that way I have both hands. So okay, so this is what I got so far. So I'll put that back on it. So I've dremeled out down here a little bit. I marked off right here. You see there and there, kind of show about where the stopping point is. I think the trigger, when it comes down all the way, I think the trigger will have will be up a little ways. I don't think it'll be, let's see, so the trigger will be about right here. So, estimating the trigger to be right there. I made that mark. Maybe try to see it. So right there. So, I might be able to reach it. I may have to take this and sand it down some more. That way I kind of get my hand further in there. So, anyway, I'll do some dremeling. I'll kind of show y'all what I got going. There's the inside of it. You see it's getting kind of thin, so it's kind of concerned me a little bit. But I'm getting down here. It's actually getting a little thin right here. You can see the light coming through right here, so I may not be able to go too much further on that part. And I'm going to try to Dremel this out some more. So, alright, well, let me change bits and let me see if I can get some of this done without making too much noise. Alright, I'm using this smaller Dremel I got from Harbor Freight. It was like 10 bucks for a kit, so it's not all that great. But I'm going to try to use it to knock out some of the other little areas. So you see in there, you see the mag weld. Made some pencil marks in there to kind of give me an idea of the problem areas that I need to go ahead and sand down. I need to, well, this is kind of straight, but the further I get down there, the more I'm going to have to widen this out for the mag well. So I think right now I'm going to sand some of this down back here. So I'm going to try to get it to where I can hopefully set it in there a little bit. So we'll see. I guess with this being a kind of a cheaper stock, it has broken through right here. I don't know if you see that little black dot, but I actually dremeled all the way through the wood. So that's alright. I'll just put some filler there and not worry about it. So alright, well, let me Dremel out some and see what happens. So, without the mag well in there, maybe y'all can see the pencil marks that I made. Get the lighting right, all right here. It's pretty much where it's going to have to, most of the dremeling needs to be. Kind of sand that down a little bit. like I said, this Dremel sucks. I could actually stop it. So I guess it's good too, just to take your time and not try to Dremel too fast, because you'll Dremel through the wood like I did this last time. Okay, well, pretty much what I'm going to be doing for a little while. So when I start making progress, I'll turn it back on and show y'all what's going on. So here's the progress on it so far. Almost even with this line. It's sort of centered. I gotta Dremel some more on this side than this side. Try to even it out. Here's the mag well. Just gotta finish cutting that. So what I'll do is this, and well, this line's starting to fade, but the line there. That's where the mag well's gonna come out. So pretty much need to take off that corner and that corner, and then this corner, like that, and this corner, down, straight down. So I'll just shade that in. That's what pretty much has to come out. Inside looks like he's getting caught right here, so I'll just kind of color where that is, which actually I'll just trace it to show what problem areas I need to go down. I think it's going to be looking pretty good. Fits nice and tight. I noticed that I was having a hard time getting it in there, and all I did was loosen this screw a little bit to kind of give it a little play, and once I get it fully in there, then I will cut a bigger notch or a deal and put in there, but I may have to take this metal rod out, which I don't know what it actually does, but anyway, that's the progress of it. It's looking good inside. I'm going to Dremel this down some more. I switched back to my big Dremel because that little one just wasn't cutting it. But I'll shave this down, and I'm gonna have to drill a hole for this, because the hole, it lines up about right there. So I'm going to drill a hole towards the anchor point there. I started cutting this piece out, but after I just found out I had to cut this out, I was going to take this and make it full right here, so that way I'll be able to use the manufactured screw hole right here as another anchor point. And then in there, I'll get a wrap, some Velcro or something, Velcro that where it's nice and tight too, so this thing doesn't go anywhere when when I'm shooting it, or if I drop it or whatever. And anyway, that's it. That's about what it'll look like. So I think it'll look pretty nice. However, one update is I like the stock. I like the stock. I think it's gonna be nice, especially when I do it all this dark color. So I will be doing the nipple with the remote line. As much as I kind of hated to, I think just putting the stock on here, kind of just put all the work into making something kind of pretty, and something that kind of looks like Frankenstein. So anyway, that's it. So I'll keep y'all updated. Well, like a noob, I forgot to turn the camera on last time to show y'all me actually dremeling these little notches out. So sorry about that, but just kind of a recap. I finally put this in there, and it's going in there quite well. Here's the notches. There's no more in the way. There is some little part right there that I have to Dremel off, so that's where I just mark it. And then since I am having to run the remote line, because I like the stock, I want to keep the stock. I think it helps out the look of the rifle. So what we have to do is Dremel under this. So all this colored in. I'll give you a look at that. So all this, and I may have to take it down a little bit further, but there's a high spot right here that I have to take out. You guys see there, we colored it in. And then a higher spot here, and then up here, and then up here. And then it should pretty much well fit in there all the way like I want it to. So, well, no, because I still have to get down here some more. So, alright, yep, just another update. So, I've been doing some dremeling, and this is pretty much the end result. I need to do some more dremeling in the back here. So it still teeters a little bit. And you see such a big gap right here, but I would like it to be held in a little bit more. So, I think it looks pretty good. It looks like it's pretty evened out, where it's not showing this side versus the other. Got a little bit more dremeling to do back here. I'm going to bring this down a little bit lower. I do have to make a mag release notch and a safety, so I have to measure those out and see exactly where those are. So, yeah, knock that down, knock this down. The safety's still gouging a little bit right here, so I'm going to have to take this down some more. Apparently I'm going to Dremel this down a whole lot more, so that way it'll fit down in there a little bit tighter. And I have to bring this down a little bit more. Alright, well, that's what I'm doing so far. I'm just going to take a break. I'm going to Dremel quite a bit more, and kind of give y'all a break from all the little quick snippets of what I'm doing. So, y'all just bear with me. I'm working on it. See y'all next time. So, this is what I've got left so far. What I've done, it's 2:30 now, so I've been working on this for right at 2.5 hours, and ran into one snag is back here, because I can't get low enough, so I'm gonna have to call it a night. So I'm gonna actually get my belt sander that I was using on the first or second part, and actually take this and bring this down a little bit more. So put the nipple on it, 'cause like I said, and I just want to keep the look of the rifle, so I don't want to cut this in half and put a tank there. So that's it sitting in there. So the gap closed a little bit, but might be able to take a little bit more off here to kind of bring this in, but it won't bring it in enough to really matter and make a difference. So I'm just going to cut a bigger one of these and put right here, so that way it won't break. I did take this took this piece off, a little metal piece in there. I guess it was to stop the pump from going back too far or whatever, but there was no O-rings on it. From looking in there, it doesn't look like it really goes to anything, but I'll look at the manual just to make sure. Put my hammerhead back on there. So anyway, that's what I got so far. I'm not entirely sure if I want to make have this, which I got off of one of the little file folders. These little folders that you stick in the filing cabinet, and these little things hold it. It looks like it might be long enough to go here, come back, wrap around, go back here. Looks like it will be. So if you look around, it reaches and it's still at a bow. So if I take it and actually square it off, it should reach. So instead of cutting this down, I might just take this and run it on the inside. On the inside like that. And do it that way, but well, that ain't gonna work because I got the screws that have to come out. So I don't know, I may have to take this and notch it, but I'll have to see once I get everything in there. So anyway, you can see the trigger. The trigger's coming out right here, which if this wasn't in the way, it'd come out just fine. So this is gonna be in my way. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I could take it and try to run it another way, but instead I'll just keep my thumb on this side of it. So I shoot, pull it back, work the lever, shoot again, pull it, shoot the lever. So it's not gonna really affect it too much. So yeah, so far that's it. That's the progress I made tonight. I decided not to, well, I didn't found out I didn't have to drill anything, because for the trigger to come out, for me to use a stock trigger, it has to come out low enough for the mag release to come out here, and then the other part of it is right. The lever part is, see it just sticking out right. I'm sure y'all can see it on the camera, but anyway, it's right here. So it's already showing. So by the time it comes all the way out, it'll be right there. And as you can see, this part is going to stick out, so I am going to take this and cut it straight across, which after looking in here, it's not going to lose anything. So I'm going to cut it straight across there, so that way it'll fit. But you can also see, if I get this lined up right, just how far I need to bring this down. Damn it. I'm trying to show y'all. Yeah, so the nipple, how far it needs to go down into the stock. So it needs to go down quite a bit. I'm also kind of worried that it's going to make the stock weak as far down as it's going. However, I might be able to hollow the stock out right back there. So might be able to hollow the stock out about back here and run the remote line inside the hook up here. Let's see if I can. Sorry, everything's just kind of thrown around because I've been working on this stuff and not wanting to. Oh yeah, and I gave my 468 a new paint job. So instead of black, it's the OD green. And I didn't mean for it to, but it's almost a matching pair. And I actually didn't even try to do that. So anyway, that's something to look forward to later. What was it doing? So with this being straight, going here, what I'm going to do is drill a hole through the stock. About here. It should hook up to it. Okay, so anyway, that's the future plans. Let's see if it actually pans out that way. So y'all can see about how I'm going to drill the hole. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. I will try to work on this a little bit tomorrow and make a couple more videos, but I'm not exactly sure what my schedule is like tomorrow. So anyway, good night. I'll keep you all updated.